You ever walk into a room and feel the energy shift? Like the moment you start speaking, someone's eyes go dull. They're smiling, but it doesn't reach their eyes. They're nodding, but their jaw is clenched. They pretend to support you, but something feels off. The truth is, they used to like you until you started doing better. Your wins became their quiet losses. Your growth made them uncomfortable. Your presence began to feel threatening. But they'll never say it to your face. Because jealousy isn't always loud. Sometimes it wears a mask. Sometimes it claps for you in public and curses your name in private. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 clear signs that someone is extremely jealous of you and, more importantly, how to handle it when you see it. Stay till the end because sign number 5 is the most toxic of all. Let's start with the first one. They celebrate you publicly but criticize you privately. This is the person who comments, "proud of you," under your post but tells mutual friends, "let's see how long that lasts," or "yeah, but they got lucky." In front of you, they're supportive, clapping, smiling, maybe even hyping you up. But behind closed doors, they're minimizing your work, questioning your value, and making subtle remarks to cast doubt on your achievements. This is called social camouflage, the art of pretending to admire someone you resent. They can't show their jealousy directly, so they disguise it as passive support. If you feel that someone's energy doesn't match their words, trust that feeling. You don't need to confront them. Just stop giving them access to your wins. Sign number 2, they turn everything into a competition. You say you've been going to the gym, they say they're training for a triathlon. You mention you've been working on a side hustle, they suddenly start talking about their big business plans. They don't listen to celebrate your progress. They listen to outperform it. Even if they weren't doing something before, the moment you mention it, they suddenly are just to one-up you. This isn't motivation. It's envy. A jealous person doesn't want to grow with you, they want to prove they're ahead of you. The best way to deal with this? Don't compete. Let them win the imaginary race in their head. Real power doesn't explain itself. The third sign is subtle but painful. They slowly distance themselves after your success. Before your glow up, they were around all the time. Every call, every event, every group chat, they were there. But now that you're improving, growing, or leveling up, they vanish. No drama. No obvious argument. Just a slow withdrawal. And if you ask, they'll say they're busy or working on themselves. But what's really happening is this: your success reflects their stagnation. Your evolution reminds them that they've stayed the same. And instead of dealing with that discomfort, they disappear. You didn't change in a bad way. You just became a mirror, and they don't like what they see in the reflection. Let them go. Distance from the wrong people is a gift. Fourth, they joke about your success, but it's always at your expense. You'll hear things like, "wow, look who's rich now," or "don't forget us little people when you blow up." They'll say it with a smile, maybe even a laugh. But deep down, you know they're not joking. Jealousy often wears a mask of humor. Because if they said what they really felt, the envy, the resentment, the bitterness, it would expose them. So instead, they hide it behind just teasing. But the jokes are always aimed at your growth, your confidence, your progress. Pay attention. The eyes always give it away. The forced laugh, the tight smile, the body language doesn't lie. You don't need to fight back or explain yourself. Just don't laugh along. Let your silence speak louder than their sarcasm. Finally, sign number 5, they gossip about you subtly, strategically. They won't outright insult you. No, that would be too obvious. Instead, they'll say things like, "yeah, they've changed," or "I don't know, they seem different now." They'll plant doubts in people's minds, quiet, casual comments designed to shift how others see you. But here's the catch: they say it to people who are close enough that the words eventually get back to you. That's intentional. They want you to know. It's their way of controlling your image without ever confronting you directly. Because jealous people who lack the courage to compete will always resort to sabotage. And gossip is their favorite weapon. What do you do when this happens? Nothing. Don't chase lies. Don't defend yourself. Let time, consistency, and your results prove everything they couldn't. Here's the truth: jealous people don't really hate you. They hate what you represent. You remind them of everything they're not doing, of every dream they didn't chase, of every excuse they told themselves. When you rise, it challenges their comfort. And instead of rising with you, they resent you. But your job isn't to fix their jealousy. Your job is to keep growing, keep glowing, and never shrink to make someone else feel secure. If this hit home, tell me in the comments, which of these signs have you experienced? And how did you deal with it? I read every comment, and I'm building this channel for people just like you, people who want strength, peace, and power without losing their soul. If that sounds like your path, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.